Grateful for all of y'all. I'm grateful for this church that prepared all this today. They did a lot of work, and I don't quite know what to say about that, other than it's been good. I'm grateful to y'all for coming. You could have done something different today, although it wouldn't have been watching the Gators play football. Anyway. Really, you could, and I appreciate it. Some of y'all have come from out of town, and I know that. And I know everybody's life is busy, and I appreciate you coming. And I appreciate the kind words. It's hard for me to receive praise, and always has been. It's much easier for me to show praise than to say praise. So I appreciate that about you. I wish more were true, but that's okay. So I turned 30 at my first appointment, Cedar Key. It was Cedar Key and Elsley, then it became Cedar Key, and it was there that I turned 30 years old. And then I moved to Williston, and there's more to the Williston story. Joe Knopf thought he was the one. Matter of fact, he called the district superintendent, who called me. But what y'all don't know is I knew in October of the previous year that I was moving to Williston. Our district superintendent had told me, you're in a charge conference, no one is here for Cedar Key. He told, at charge conference, he stood up and said, y'all are going to miss Brother Barry. And I was sitting on the first row, and I said, really? Yeah, and it was true. We stood out, we went out the door, and he said, don't you remember I told you last year you were going to move next year? And I said, no, not really, but whatever. And he said, you're moving to Williston. I said, oh, okay, sure. Sounds like a great idea. And it was, 13 years. And in Williston, I turned 40. Williston and Wacahootie. If y'all don't know, Wacahootie is a little church halfway between Williston and Gainesville that does not have electricity yet. So little country church, only meets once a year now. Dear souls in Williston. It was good. Williston was good for Ryan and I. There's no doubt about that. And I think perhaps I was able to do some good with y'all too. It's dear in my heart. And the Jacksonville people will tell you that I tell lots of Williston stories. And if I get the chance to have another church, I'll tell lots of Jacksonville stories. That's how it works. And then it was Williston for 13 years, and then moved up here. Have been here for the last 17 and a half, my 18th year. And here I turned, what?
65.
50 and 60 and 65 and now retirement. My hair turned gray here in Jackson. Yes. So,
but you still have hair.
I still have hair. That's right. I've done pretty good. And the ministry has been good to me. It's been more than just providing food on the table and a place to live. It's been a place where I could answer the call of God. God could have done better than me. Let's be clear about that. God could have done better, but I'm the one He chose. So then it became my responsibility to find a way to try with the gifts that God has given me. And the number one gift is the gift of hospitality. That's why it's easy for me to say yes. Easy for me to say yes to other churches, to people. There's a Cuban family right now that has come to this country in Jacksonville and didn't have a place to live. And they're staying over in Peter Hall. Because what am I going to do? What are you going to do? Well, I know what a lot of people have done. They say no, but we say yes. It's not convenient for us. It's a pinch, but what would God say? So I think God says yes. There's a joke here. We had a Burmese congregation that really did not understand English, And we would have a talk. I'd have a talk with them about what they were going to do, what they weren't going to do, and what I expected of them. And at the end of every of the phrases, they'd always say, "Yes, Pastor." Yes, Pastor. And I thought, I like these people. And then Sunday would happen, and they wouldn't do anything. What's the deal? So I'd sit down and have another talk, and they'd look at me and say, "Yes, Pastor." Agreeable, want to please people, my kind of people. And then the same thing would happen. They wouldn't do anything. And I came to understand that "yes, Pastor" was a form of punctuation. It was a period. Are you done talking now? Period. And Lord bless them. Lord bless them. You know, I don't say yes just because I want to please people. I say yes because I think it's what God would have me to say. And away we go. And I'm grateful for churches that let me say yes. It's a challenge. I know that more than once, both for my friends in Williston and my friends here in Jacksonville, y'all must have thought, this guy's gone over the hedge. Please don't say yes again. And I'd say yes, and y'all think, oh my goodness. And away we go. Away we go. And I hope that in my years at whatever church you've been a part of, our ability to say yes has increased your reputation and the name of God in your community. That people look at your church and say, that's the kind of people I want to be, even if they don't come. I don't understand that. But even if they don't come, they say that's what a Christian is supposed to do. And y'all have given me the chance to do that. And I am a very fortunate man. I think you know that. I think you know that. And I think you also realize that one of the reasons that my life has been so good is because you have been in it. And I'm grateful for that. So thank you. I think I'm supposed to say the benediction. I'm getting a little weepy, actually.
Yes.